Hey guys, Thunderclan Gaming bringing you another unit showcase. This time we'll be doing the Wind Monkey King Xingzhe. So why is he good? First of all, his Steel 1 will stun. Second of all, his Skill 2 lands a 2-turn armor break, and you gain 50% attack bar off that. And finally, most important of all, his Skill 3 is a passive. You can counter attack whenever an ally is hit, and that can in turn proc your stun on your Skill 1. So here we'll be doing a damage test on him. I didn't show his runes, I'll show it in a bit. You did see his stats though. He doesn't have high crit rate. All of his stats can be increased by a certain amount. He's a very stat hungry monster in my opinion. So we'll test out the damage in this place and we shall see how big of a difference he is in terms of damage. So Theomars uses, that's 27,000 on Theomars, and Monkey uses second skill on the same monster, that's 24,000. First skill does 12,000. This one has high armor, I think. Doesn't go, yeah, it does 24. Yeah, so his first skill does around half of a Theomars' first skill, and his second skill is on par, even when built Bruiser. So I think that's pretty decent. I can kind of imagine how full YOLO Monkey would look like. And oh yes, I should show you my ruins. And here it is. I think I ruined my Monkey HP crit damage attack. The most traditional way, Violent Revenge. As you can see, none of these runes are extremely good. I have low speed as well, so a lot of things can be improved on. Next up, I will be showing one of my guildies monkey, and here it is. So this monkey has pretty much more stats than me in every single aspect, maybe aside from defense. I don't really use my monkey on offense because I think he's more of a defense unit, but this guildie of mine, she's actually the guildmaster, she uses monkey on offense more often than not. Her auto team is Monkey Camila Chasun. She uses this against a lot of the Theomars comps, and she just presses Theomars. You can kind of auto those fights. It's very interesting. I don't really have that luxury, so yeah. Here, she was kind enough to give me a footage of one of her guild wars. I cut out a little bit of it, and yeah, as you can see, since everyone got hit by the Tashar, Monkey used passive proc, and Julie hit him too, so his passive proc again. And then he armor broke the Julie, and then pretty much Camila just one-shot the Julie. Pretty much, yeah, that's another prime example of why his passive is good. He got the stun on Tashar with a passive proc. And so yeah, of course the opponent's team comp was not extremely good. It was definitely a trap because it was Will Shield. So this monkey belongs to Kraemon in Asia. I'll be talking about the different builds for now, and this one I think is the most optimal for AD. This is a full tank monkey, Violent Will. It's a slow build with Will because you want to make full use of the passive. Pretty much your Will runes wouldn't expire extremely fast because you're kind of slow, and then if the opponent tries to hit your other monsters, then you can proc your passive more. In this case, the second skill attack bar increase will kind of help with your low speed. So I think that's kind of a compliment on how it is. He still has pretty decent attack, as you can see, and pretty decent crit rate. Although his crit damage is low, you'll always see him like starting crit. It won't do that much damage, but as they stack up, it will still matter a lot because 1600 damage isn't low. Plus he has around a 35k HP, including his leader skill. So yeah, credits to him. And for the next monkey, I will be showing a bruiser one. This one is your standard HP crit damage attack build. This one belongs to Avenger in Asia server as well. As you can see, all of his stats are a lot higher than mine. He has 27,000 HP with leader skill. That's nearly 31,000. That's a lot if you think about it. I'm gonna go over his ruins, and you can see that most of them are grinded, and yeah, this monkey will probably do pretty well on Guild War defense, in my opinion. One thing to notice is that monkey has really high base speed, so it's kind of like the first time I built him, I didn't have enough speed on him. Then I made him a little bit faster, and he seemed to work better compared to before. And yes, this is it for this monkey. And the next one is the full YOLO one. This one is actually a speed crit damage attack. I think that it's pretty decent. It has pretty decent attack, and crit damage is okay. It's pretty fast. It's 189 speed. That's pretty fast. If you combine it with your second skill, you'll be getting a lot of turns, not counting your violent and revenge procs, right? I'm still gonna go over the ruins, and as you can see, speed crit damage attack still has 22k HP. That's 25k HP with leader skill. This one belongs to Boy Chiang in Asia server. And finally, I'm going to give a special shout out to Despair build. This one is a Despair monkey. I remember a long time ago, people used to always build in Despair. But then later on, as Steel Mars came out, people started thinking, oh my gosh, this wind monkey is actually pretty good. And then, I don't know why, people just started building him violent. Despair actually has some utility with it, and it has some coordination with your passive, since if opponent attacks your allies, you can revenge them. And then sometimes if your first skill stun doesn't proc, Despair can proc. And then I guess that kind of works. It has some threat as well, because if you keep stunning the opponent, he'll never really get to move that much. Unfortunately, this one's not on revenge. So next up, this will be my arena defense. This is my AD for now. I usually stay within like 4,000. I'm pretty sure. Usually, sometimes I stay within 3,000 rank, and that's Conk 2. This team has around a 25 minimum win rate on defense. I know there is a Molly on there, but I think that the Wind Monkey is also very useful here. The thing about it is not that I win that many defenses. The thing is, I don't really get hit that much. I do believe that not getting hit much is a better comparison compared to getting hit a lot and then winning some of it. On Rush Hour, I take out Theomars for Diaz, and then pretty much I get hit 3 times-ish in Rush Hour at Conk 2 level. So for defense, I'm going to explain in 2 different levels. First one is high Conk 1 to Conk 3. So for high Conk 1 to Conk 3, you would mainly focus on your team comp. I am really not a master at AD crafting or Guild War defense crafting, but this is what I think that a good team should have that includes a monkey in the Conqueror level. First of all, I think you should have an AoE healer. Aerial, Praha both work. You want double Nemesis and a Will, and you want pretty good speed on them. This way you can kind of trap Lucians a bit. I do think that the Disruptor build, the slow violent will build, is the best for the Wind Monkey in AD, simply because you can kind of deter Galleons. Like, if the opponent wants to use a Galleon without a stripper, you bring some monsters there, you put some will runes on, and then he can't kill you, you revenge, you stun, etc. So yeah, monkey plus AoE healer Chasun kind of works too, but I don't like it that much because her AI prioritizes Fallen Blossoms over Amuse. Therefore, she will Amuse and then she will Fallen Blossoms, and you won't really gain anything. After that, I think we need more threat. So in here, probably a Beast Monks will be really good. Kumar is probably really good here because I think that you want to mix up your elements on your defense so that you don't get single womboed by a single element. For example, if you put Kumar here, you have wind and fire, then opponent can't use anything that's not fire to hit you. So they can only use fire. If they use Lucians, you get deterred by Kumar. If they use Alicia, it gets deterred by Monkey. And yeah, I think that's the third one. You want something that provides threat. Like if you don't really have any Beast Monks or any Bruisers like that, just put in a Theomars or something like that. Something that provides a bit more threat, because Monkey himself I don't think brings enough threat. And finally, the last slot is up for debates. You can either put in a Stripper. If you have a Praha here, it will be like a Stripper plus a Healer in the same spot. You can put Triton here, Juno, Aquila, like all of these work. Soha not so much because I think she's kind of squishy, but all the ones I said above I think are pretty good. I actually don't recommend immunity if you are going to use your defense as a trap, because if you bring immunity like Chloe or Villajewel, the opponent is definitely going to bring you something like Tiana or Chiwu. However, if you don't, they might try to outspeed it, and then you have full will runes, and then they can't kill you, and then you can kind of wreck them back. The last slot can also be some more disruption. For example, you can put in a Molly here, as I did. Molly is disruption, Orion is disruption, Darien to kind of protect your other team members. You can also put in Eladriel or Iona, something that can slow down the pace of the opponent so that he doesn't really actually just kill you straight out. So the team I put on just now, that's for a lower conk one or even below fighter. Pretty much you put Monkey, Chloe, Theomars, Chasun, and you'll probably scare a lot of people away. You can kick Chasun for Veramos, you can kick Theomars for Veramos, it doesn't matter. Just put in something that looks scary, and it's mainly focused on your offense. I think for people below rank 8,000, make a speed wombo combo and don't really care about your defense that much, as long as you make it look scary. You can probably put like 4 Nat 5s in there without any ruins, and it might deter some people away. So yeah, I think immunity is pretty good. So if you have a Chloe, put in here. If you have a Villajewel, put in here. Orions tend to scare people away. You can put Orions here. Bernard as well. Just put in anything that you think will make your AD look scary. Then you get hit less, then you hit opponent more, and you get more points you climb. That's how lower conk works. Now for Guild Wars. So my comprehension of Guild Wars is that you have less slots in Guild Wars compared to Arena. Therefore, you have less threats. You have less AOE to clear out your clear defenses. So that's why Bruisers shine in Arena in Guild Wars. Violent procs are more prevalent in Guild Wars, and sometimes you can't really control the flow of the fight. That's why Monkey is so good in Guild Wars compared to Arena. In Guild Wars, I do think that the best build for him is the faster build, which is the Bruiser build that I showed a bit ago. It's HP, crit damage, attack, violent, revenge. You still want to make him as tanky as possible so that you don't get randomly one shot. And yeah, you can provide more disruption and there's more RNG. since you can get more violent procs if you're faster, right? If the faster you are, the more turns you get, the more likely you're going to get your violent procs off. Plus, you have your second skill, which increases your attack bar, which in turn makes you even move even faster. Okay, so what would be a good combination with him in Guild War defense? Personally speaking, I think the Beast Monks, Chasun, Orion, Despair users, and generally tanky units, as well as a kind of tanky Theomers, like 25k HP, something like that, with Will Runes. I think that's what makes it scary when you have like not just a single threat on a monkey, you have double threat. So I don't think a monkey Chloe Chasun is a good Guild War defense, because if your monkey dies, you just lose. Now something like the one I'm putting up now, Monkey Orion, some people pointed it out on my last video. They prefer to pronounce it as Orion. Monkey Orion Kumar, this team I think would be comparatively better because I have attack bar boost, I have heals, I have heal block, I have armor break, I have pretty much everything I want. Of course their runes can be more perfected. None of them have really good runes. This is just the idea of how I think defense should work. Basically for Guild Wars defense, you want to make a balance of enough heals and enough threat. If you have less of either, then it's kind of difficult for you to hold your ground. For example, if you don't have enough threat, the opponent takes out one of your only threat and they win. If you don't have enough heals, the opponent can use a stall team and stall it out. That's why you need a combination of both. Keep you in the game, potentially get more violent procs. Now, there are 3 rules of thumb in Guild Wars in my opinion. First of all, you cannot be coppered. I'll explain on all 3 of these, but let me list them first. The second one is you cannot be Katarina'd. And the third one is you cannot be prone to a Galleon burner team. Basically, if you don't follow this rule of thumb, then pretty much you'll get cleared by one of those set 3 teams. What units are good in deterring these? Orion is really good, because if you don't really know if your MSV is going to outspeed the Orion, right? And if the Orion outspeeds you, he takes off your will, he might disrupt your combo, Monkey gets some stuns, Kumar starts violenting, yeah, things like that happen. Theomar starts violenting, things like that happen, and that might be able to deter the opponent from using that team. Katarina is the same idea. Orion works well. You can also use AoE buff removal, like probably Juno here, because you want to deter Lucians as well, kind of. And finally, the Galleon. For Galleon, it's just really easy. Just bring Will Ruins, and you're pretty much set. Because if the opponent has a Galleon Tiana comp, then you're not gonna win. He can pretty much win against any of the G2 to higher G1 level defenses. So yeah, that's the 3 rule of thumb in my opinion. That's why Orion is so good on defense. I'm just gonna put in like 3 random units here. For the second team, I'm going to show something that I might like. Yeah, this is the double threat team. Obviously, the other 2 have to be on Will. And the thing about Guild Wars is that you don't necessarily have to win your defense. The opponent has better AI because they're not AI, they are humans fighting your AI. So you're not really going to win if everything goes their way, right? But if you can disrupt their fight and if you can take out 1 or 2 of their units, then it's good. Simply because you can make it easy for guildmates to win. That's fine if you can take out 1 or 2 unit. It's really worth it, and I think it should be the recommended way to play your defenses. Anyways, thanks guys for watching this video. I put a lot of effort into it and put in a lot of footage. I hope you guys liked it. Comment below to tell me if you like this kind of spotlight more, or you want more action. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.